Parents and kids are now warned to switch off their channel or just grow up fast. This show may contain adult or mature conversations and may not be appropriate for children and the old-fashioned. Maturity is directly proportional to the number of times you go between the sheets. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's play Between the Sheets. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right. We're back in the zone. We're back in the zone between the sheets. So we're going to talk about some fun stuff. And if you're all gearing up for it, well, yeah, you should be. Because I am. Now, what are we going to talk about? Well, listen to this. When you guys, you're sneaking around, have you snuck around? You have. Now, what does that mean? When you've had a little crush or you have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Not necessarily sex, all right? Hallelujah. How did that happen? We're not talking about sex, but yeah, we're going to revolve around the actions after or before you've had sex, right? Or made out, necking. Now, sex is a very generic term. I don't mean intercourse every time I say sex. You understand that, right? Even, well, I don't want to be a hypocrite. Because I believe in Bill Clintonism, because he had a very narrow definition of sex. Clearly, oral sex was not sex. And I believe him. I agree completely with his theories. But we're digressing now. Now, have you been in a situation ever? I mean, you don't have to be dating today or tomorrow or yesterday, but if you had sometime in the past, have you ever sneaked around or snuck around trying to avoid getting caught by your parents, by your friends, by your brother, by your sister, by your teachers, by your co-workers, by your boss, by your neighbors? Chip ke aapne masti kiya ki nahi? Have you been in a situation where you forgot to take your underwear and you just left it there and somebody found it? And then you realize, oh my God, I left something back there. Or were you just quickly stealing a passionate kiss when somebody walked in on you and you were caught? Kya aisa hua hai? Have you snuck around? Have you got caught? Or were you in a situation where you could have got caught, but you didn't? You were so close, but it didn't happen. Yeah, come on. I can bet, I swear, that all of you, at least most of you, who've been in a relationship have had a situation like this. Did you walk around in a park and suddenly feel that you wanted to stick your tongue into somebody else's mouth and then just take in the taste and then worrying if somebody was watching you? You snuck behind a tree or a bush. There was somebody within a few feet from you. All they had to do was turn around and you would have been caught doing something in your mind that you shouldn't have been doing. कहते हैं ना वो चोर के दाढ़ी में तिनका. कभी ये situation आपकी जिंदगी में आया है, हुआ है? Well, that's what we're talking about. So think about that. Remember, याद करो वो दिन, वो समय जहां पर तुम पकड़े जाने ही वाले थे मगर बच गए या पकड़े भी गए. पकड़ा किसने? क्या कर रहे थे जब तुम पकड़े गए? All of these things. मैं भी शेयर करूं, शायद तुम भी शेयर करोगे. A lot of you have told me your deepest, darkest, deep down secrets and have trusted me with it. I've kept it safe here, by the way. I don't intend to unlock. Your names, your identities, all of that is safe. Your stories, I do share because that is a process of learning. When somebody else's experience, including yours, mix in, you get to learn a few things that help and save you from a lot of distress later in life. Okay, so having said that, this show is not just about authority, like your parents or your brother, mother, sister, anybody. It's about the fact that you were really doing something and somebody just walked in. Probably they were more embarrassed walking in on you guys than you were. That's happened a lot, isn't it? Especially when you're living in a joint family system and you're married. You got other people living in the house. And you want to sneak around just to get a touch and feel. Oh, yeah. How are you going to make love or have sex in a room when the entire family is all around you in other rooms? In the dead of the night, you got to be quiet. Sometimes you kept the door open and then somebody just walks in and says, oops, sorry. Or have you walked in on your partner when he or she was not with you? That could be distressing. But what about you trying to sneak in something in an airplane and somebody just walks in and says, sorry, oops. You're as startled as they are. Have you been in a bathroom a ladies' bathroom or a gents' bathroom, quickly trying to sneak something in for a quickie. I don't mean all the way quickie, but it could be a quick kiss. And you got caught. It could be by a stranger. Hello, hi, who's this?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Preeti here.
Preeti! Hi,
How are
Preeti.
you?
How are you, man?
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you, woman? I'm all woman here.
You're all woman there, huh?
Yes,
Yeah, you're feeling like a woman tonight?
completely.
Yeah, what's feeling like a woman like? I wouldn't know, that's why.
That's a secret. It's for you to find out.
Oh, no, come on, tell me what I'm missing.
A lot.
Yeah, so tell me, what's feeling like a woman?
Just me being me and talking to you maybe right now. How about that?
You don't really know how to explain that, do you?
I don't want to.
You're beating on the bush, and we're not talking about personal bushes here.
No pun intended.
In our own gardens, no.
No. All right.
Okay, so you've been walked into?
And not. It's a pretty different. It's a weird kind of scenario where we kind of got. I was caught with evidence or something like that. So it's a story. So I think if I explain it, then you can get a picture of what happened.
Well, explain it in slowly, very slowly, so we can take in and savor the entire scene as if we were in it with you.
Oh, okay. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, let me try.
Go on.
Okay, I think this is about last year or something. This person I was seeing, he had I think there was a festival or something at his place. You know, it was a family thing and all that, and he had invited me over for lunch. So since it was a religious thing, we had to dress up Indian and all that. So I draped a sari, and since I'm a South Indian, I wore flowers and glass bangles. I'm specifying that for a reason. And yes, I did that, and I went to his place, and there were a few people and all that, and then he was also looking very nice with all that typical traditional South Indian stuff. I think it's quite a turn on. And
tell me again, what was that turn on?
It's quite a turn on, to see that when he wears the traditional silk, that mund around your thing, and you have your thing. I think it's quite nice with a white linen shirt or something. But he looked very nice. I remember that. And then there were people around, and there was this. I think the whole puja, whatever the ceremony was over, and everybody was talking and all that. And then I think we decided to get a little naughty, and we got ourselves to one of these rooms. And yes, we decided to get a little naughty, and a little wild naughty, I'd say. And then, obviously...
what were you doing, playing Monopoly? And cheating on it?
Maybe. Lots of cheating on it.
Okay.
And then, of course, we were gone for long, so it got... somebody was banging at the door, and then we escaped that.
Now, whose house was this again?
His house.
His house, there was a function going on.
Yes.
And you were seeing this guy, or was just something that you decided to do at the spur of the moment just because you felt like it?
Yes.
Yes, what? I asked two questions over there.
Okay. Okay, so let's continue. And what happened?
No, really. Were you seeing this guy, or was just spur of the moment? You just got...
I was seeing him, of course.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I was seeing him.
Okay, so you were seeing him. You were in his house. He was wearing dhoti or whatever. And
yes, it was a very... it's like the typical South Indian thing, and I think it was a little kink. Both of us dressed all traditional, and, we decided to get naughty or something.
And he was in a dhoti. And did it suddenly look like a tent pole or something? No?
No.
I mean, come on, you can tell when someone's wearing a dhoti and he's excited to see you.
Let's continue.
Okay.
And I think we managed to escape that. I mean, I went to the loo, and then he got out and everything. But you know what the funny part is? I think half an hour later, his aunt comes up to him, and I was with him. I mean, I could hear. She comes and she opens her hand and she finds these broken bangles and a little jasmine flowers in her hand.
Hi.
And she's like, do you know your friend is the only person who's wearing glass bangles today and jasmine flowers?
Oh,
and
that's
this
hot.
Bonduram turned pink, and he's such a giveaway. He didn't know what to react because I thought he cleared it up, but there is some part of it missing, or she just found it, and I was like, oh my God, it was a complete giveaway. And she's like, you need to clean up when you go, and you need
You gotta flush after you go.
Yes. She's like, you can't keep leaving trails like these behind. And she's the only person wearing jasmine flowers and glass bangles. And I'm like, oh God. That is
No,
bad.
but seriously, tell me, isn't when wearing a dhoti and you're excited kind of giveaway?
I don't know. I think we were in
Don't
the
tell me you
room
never
already.
looked.
Well, I think I was feeling it, so I knew it. I knew it was coming, so. And I knew it was for me, so it's all right. Hey, I think he was wearing a shirt. I don't remember that. I don't remember seeing it. No, I'm just trying to recall.
Yeah,
now.
it's not like the shirt is like super tight.
See, now you're getting. Now, are you more interested in whether you were in what I was looking at or what happened?
Well, I've got a vested interest because, see, I do wear a dhoti occasionally because I am that traditional Tambaram boy.
Yeah.
And I need to be careful about
I didn't really watch. I think the whole thing. He
what I
looked
call
so
wardrobe
good.
malfunctions.
He looks so good in that. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just that, sometimes to see men in like, being a South Indian, I think it feels, it's nice.
All right, so you left a few pieces of your bangle. I mean, what were you doing that your bangles broke?
See,
man?
now that's a big question. I let it to your imagination.
No, come on. This is just a cop-out. Everything, we'll leave it to your imagination. Yes, I have a very vivid imagination, which is why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, so I specifically told you wild, naughty things, and it got a little wild because I think the whole costume...
Didn't this dhoti fall off?
Yes, that's why I'm telling you. I think it was easier for him to dye his dhoti than me to drape my sari back.
Yeah, but wasn't that a giveaway where your sari wasn't all, put together yet?
I was in the loo. I can take my time. I was a lady. So I'm a lady, so I can take my time in the loo, yeah. So I know how to drape it back.
So you sent him out first and you just kind of took your time after that?
Yeah, and I think that's normal. A woman can take time in the loo.
Oh, yeah. No, they take time out of the loo as well. They basically take a lot of time before they come. Your cover is blown in the chat room,
No.
Yes, your cover is blown. They recognize your voice. They recognize you from when you call. So whatever name you use, they know who you are. They call you the pilot lady over there. Speaking of the chat room, there's Mohsin, Nitesh, Preksha, Pranoy, Sachan, and Satish. Well, hopefully that tribe will increase. Merispace.in, the official social network for Radio Wala. You can come in there and have a little chit-chat. Of course, we're talking about getting caught. Have you left a trail? Have you got caught leaving a trail of your exploits? So, you got wild and nasty in a bathroom in the house. Well, I'll tell you, it could have been pretty weird if an auntie was wearing glass bangles and jasmine, and the suspicion would have been you or her. Imagine his dilemma here.
Yeah.
या आंटी के साथ कर रही थी या कर रहा था या तुम्हारे साथ कर रहा था?
No, I still think we could have covered up, but this one is such a giveaway.
No, how would you have covered this up? I mean, come on, he got caught.
Bro. Yeah, and he's blushing, and I'm like, oh God, it's gone.
Okay, so he didn't blush, so what would the aunt have thought?
You can just say, I don't know what you're talking about. So maybe she broke it. We can see a hurt of, did she hurt her hand? I'll ask her. Or something, The son is acting like
but maybe she saw you all get in.
Yeah, but she comes, do you know, your friend is the only person who's wearing these bangles and has jasmine flowers, and I found it on the bed. And I'm like...
On the bed? I thought you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, but I went to the bathroom to change.
Oh. You went to the bedroom which had an attached bathroom.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, shame. How can we didn't see that?
Well, maybe she went with an uncle on the bed and she got poked.
Yeah, but we got caught. She didn't get caught.
Otherwise, what was she doing looking on the bed, man?
I'm sure she had an eye. She had an eye on us.
Well, she saw y'all going there. She just went to see if she could catch some proof over there.
I think so.
Because look at it this way, all right? You were in this house, and she probably saw you both get into that room and not come out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, normally, I'm assuming this was his mom?
No, it was his aunt.
Okay, so his aunt would walk in that room and what? Go start looking on the bed?
No, I think, you know what? I think it was her room. I mean, she was staying there for the function or something
and
like
so
that.
she went there to check out the bed to see if,
It was,
it was all crumpled and crease on it?
No, I remember I don't know how she managed to find those pieces and the slouch. I thought we cleared it all. I really don't know how.
No, I'm more curious about what she went there to look for on the bed.
It's her room.
It doesn't matter. Even if it were my room, I wouldn't go on my bed every time I walked in my room and inspect it.
Or maybe she really actually saw us walking into the room.
Okay, so my detective brain is sort of working here, and I'm thinking it's not possible for her to have just run or come across it unless it poked her while she was walking in the room.
Maybe.
It must have been on the floor.
I didn't really ask her. None of us, I think both of us didn't dare to ask her.
That's possible. All right, so that could be another possibility where it was on the floor and then she stepped on it and she went, ouch.
Yeah, I know. God.
Serves her right though, right?
We didn't even think so far because...
Well, we got somebody else who got caught on the phone. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Meghna here.
Hello, Meghna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Firstly, I just like to tell you, I've been listening to you every single year from Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, wherever.
You've been traveling a lot, aren't you?
In Bangalore.
Are you back in Bangalore?
I am back in Bangalore for the last 4 years.
Okay, not that I knew you were here, but I'm assuming you're here from the way you're chatting.
Yes, I am here, very much here.
And what took you all these places?
The army.
Your papa was in the army.
My father was in the army.
All right. So you're an army brat and you're back here because he's retired and transferred?
No, because I'm in the Army Institute and I'm studying here.
So what does that mean? You're in school or college?
I'm in college.
Okay. And what's your day like in the morning? Do you wake you up at 5 in the morning and do drill or something?
Oh, please, no. That was enough when, you were at home, but not now.
Or in Sainik.
Come on. Finally in college.
Or in Sainik school. Okay. So now that you're free, you got yourself in trouble, didn't you?
I did.
What'd you do?
I was making out in the college, and my roommate happened to walk in on me.
And you were making out where? In the hostel?
No, I wasn't making out in the hostel. I mean, guys are not allowed in the hostel.
Who knows? You could be making out with a girl, man.
No, thank you.
Well, what's wrong with that? I think
there's nothing wrong with it, but in my opinion, I mean, as far
it's
as
not
I'm
for you,
concerned,
right? Yeah.
I'm straight. It's not for me.
Yeah. But statistics would say that, girl action on girl action, 95%.
For the last 3 years, and no, I don't see any action here.
No, I'm telling you, research says, you may have missed one of my shows. It was on orgasms. And the research that we found there was lesbian women orgasm 95% of the time, while heterosexual women orgasm 40% of the time. So who's happier? Who's happier?
The girls are happier either way.
All right, we digress again. So tell me, you were making out in college and your roommate walked in on you. What was the location, man?
I was making out in the common area, which the guys and the girls share. And
so it was in full public view?
No, not at all. It's a little secluded.
Okay.
It was like around 9:30 in the evening.
What were you doing in college this late? Project?
No, it's a residential college.
Oh, okay, so you could just walk around whenever, huh?
Whenever.
So you have a boys' hostel separate and a girls' hostel separate, but they're all on the campus?
Right. So basically, I was doing my thing.
What was that?
Simply just making out, little kisses, a little this, a little that.
All right, touchy-feely a little bit. Okay.
And my great roommate, he happens to be in the hostel. So the hostel has a clear view of where I was making out.
So clearly you weren't hiding well.
I wasn't hiding.
You
well.
didn't do the survey. You didn't scout the place properly.
It just happened.
What? You just happened to be walking together, hand in hand, and you all felt it, and you just wanted to go at it.
We went at it because he's not my boyfriend. So we went at it.
So you were actually stealing. This was more exciting because he wasn't your boyfriend.
He wasn't my boyfriend.
How'd you find him? I mean, just a random?
No, not really. We've been friends for the last 6 years now.
Okay, so you were walking together over there in that particular zone. How did you get there at 9:30, Meghna?
It's a little complicated because we don't talk much.
I'm a curious kind of guy.
So I'm going to tell you the whole story.
Okay.
So we don't talk much.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, we don't let the world on that we are still friends.
Okay.
We keep it really hush-hush because he's got another thing going on with some other girl who's my course mate.
Ooh.
So we keep it a little on the hush-hush. So we were, just standing in the corner talking, and it just came out of nowhere.
What came?
The kiss came out of nowhere.
Oh, the kiss came out of nowhere. Okay.
The kiss came out of nowhere, and it just happened.
So
and
he just held you from the back of your neck, and he came towards you or pulled you towards him?
No, it was the other way around. I held him by the back of his neck and did it.
Oh, so you initiated the whole thing.
I'm a go-getter.
And knowing that your course mate had him, you just wanted to have him anyway. Come on, tell me there's a little bit of that competition going on.
There's no competition going on. He and I were dating when I was in class 10.
Ooh, this is unfinished business.
This is unfinished business. Then we dated, then we stopped dating, and then we dated when I was in the first year. And now finally, when I'm in the fourth year, we're like, okay, let's see how things
You're
go.
like, he's mine, you're mine, I don't care who you're dating, come here.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. And are you, you still got a thank for him?
Definitely. Big time.
So why is he not with you?
He is now. The decision I'm talking about is like a week ago. Then after that, both of us broke up with our,
Respective.
things that we had going on, respective.
And you're back
boyfriends
together.
And girlfriends.
So your roommate walked in on you because she saw you from her room, and then she came running to catch you at the spot.
Exactly. Something like that.
Why? What was with her? She saw you doing it anyway, so what did she want to confirm it was you?
She wanted to see whether it was me or not. She got that confirmed, and we moved on.
She said, it is you.
course.
Oh, I'm sorry, don't mind me. I just wanted to check if it was my roommate. Are you safe, honey? You're okay, right? You looked like you were struggling a bit, so I didn't want to make sure, that you were safe. All right, I'm going to leave now. Go ahead, continue what you're doing.
We're all good. Let's carry on, please. Go ahead.
And was there any consequence to it later? No? Or it's just a nice little laugh and you told her all about how
I still
sweet
don't
it
hear
was?
the end of it.
Why? Does she have a thank
She's
for him?
nagging me about it. No, she better not. If she does, I'm going to kill her. She's sitting right in front of me, and if she does, I'm going to kill her. I'm making this call in front of her.
Oh my God.
If she does, I'm going to kill her.
I am listening to your conversation.
I know, sweetheart.
What's her name, love?
She's like, I'm listening to your conversation.
No, I heard that. What's her name, though?
She's Glory.
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 Well, Glory, I'm available.
I thought you were married with 2 kids.
So, I'm still available.
That's not possible. That's not done.
Hey, that's my life. Why are you judging me?
Because I'm going to message your wife right now. Everybody's
listening.
in love with you. You cannot
She's
go
listening.
around with everybody.
I cannot, I know.
So
I
please,
want what I want to.
sit to your chair.
Glory, are you listening? Meghna, why don't you go get caught making out with someone else?
Making out someone else? No, thank you.
No? Yeah. Oh, well, listen.
I've
Oh, wait a
decided
minute.
on
Wait a
that
minute.
now.
Wait a minute. My hands are raised now. I have a point to make here.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
So when you held this dude, pulled him to you, he was dating another woman, and you're preaching morality to me here?
I'm not married.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not married.
Wait a minute. So it's okay if he's committed, but as long as he's not married, he's never or she's never committed. Is that it?
Yep.
Oh, nice. See, that's what I feel about sex. As long as I'm not having intercourse with somebody, everything else is not sex.
Everything else is not sex. I mean, come on.
And everyone draws their own line, sweetheart. You just drew yours, I drew mine. So why are you judging me?
Okay, she's way younger to you.
That's different. We're not. That's beside the point.
Fine, you win.
Meghna, you've been in the army too long, love.
Too long.
I know. I'm a Fauji brat as well, by the way.
Great. I mean,
That's a message.
That's news. See? Another point to like you.
I'm married. You can't like me. Stay away.
You know, we can have our own fantasies. Maybe you should have a show on, how everybody loves you.
That's no. I don't want to live in
And it
that.
won't be a slow night. I guarantee it will not be a slow night.
Tonight, you think I'm going to be inundated with phone calls? You want to bet? What happens?
If you have a show on yourself, if you have a show topic, how everybody loves me.
Wow.
I would never do a show like that.
Come on, it'll be a lot of fun,
I mean,
flatter yourself.
No, I just can't bring myself to do that. Sorry.
Okay, where's your production manager?
I have
Let me
none.
talk to her.
I have none. Nobody produces this show. I'm a lavaris in the studio here, man.
Oh, crap.
But Meghna, since you're in Bengaluru,
Yes.
why don't you bring Glory
Okay.
and visit me here?
When? Where?
Well, I'm in Bangalore. I live here too,
So, I shall look you up on Facebook then.
Well, look me up on Facebook, but you go on Google Maps and you type in Radio Wala Spot Radio. You'll know exactly where the office is, so come by and say hello.
We shall do that. I'll take you up on that one.
Yeah, no, I'll take you up on it.
Great.
All right, you think about whether you want to talk to me about these happenings in your life or not. A happening where you were walked into or you got caught doing something you weren't supposed to do. You left some trail, you left some clues where someone picked up on it and said, aha, you're busted. Hello, who's this?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not going to tell you my real name.
What?
I'm not going to tell you my real name.
No, pick a false one and tell me a false name.
Okay. Well, I used this one earlier also. Sahiba.
Sahiba, well, good. So as far as I'm concerned, you're Sahiba. Every time you call, you can use that name.
All right.
Yeah, it saves you the agony of trying to figure out a new name every time you call me.
Yeah.
Okay, Sahiba, we got somebody else on the phone here. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Anonymous.
Anonymous. Come on, pick a name.
Picking a name. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some fantasy name that you would have liked to be called?
My name is Fancy now.
Is what?
Sorry. Okay, Pooja is a good. Fine with me.
Pooja is the final name. Computer lock kar दूं मैं. Huh? Absolutely sure.
Yes. Yeah.
कोई lifeline नहीं. आपके पास 3 lifeline अब बाकी हैं.
Oh, no.
Okay, Pooja and Sahiba. That's it. Computer lock. These are the 2 names. Now, what prompted you to call? All of a sudden, ekdam, suddenly.
It just could not have been the reverse psychology, I'm sure.
No, I wasn't even trying that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was maybe that. Or also that, the story that you mentioned, your police story, something similar to mine. So,
अच्छा तुम्हें हौसला मिल गया कि यार पुलिस स्टोरी है तो मेरी भी थी एक मैं अब शेयर करूंगी.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have used my real name, but then I don't want to. So.
अरे कोई नहीं मुझे कहानी से मतलब है नाम से नहीं.
Oh, okay.
And this is Sahiba, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Pooja, what is your situation?
Mine is not exactly, walking in over, but something close to that. I mean, we were not exactly caught by somebody.
But yeah,
होते होते बच गए.
हाँ होते होते बच गए.
Well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate all the phone calls and participation that I got. My name's Anil. The show's called Between the Sheets.